Hello everyone, welcome to Bare Budgets. I am Kezia. I'm a new cash budgeter, and today I am setting up my new binder, showing you my new binder setup, as well as explaining my cash envelope categories. I have 40 categories so far, and I don't have enough envelopes. I ran out of envelopes. I'm gonna have to order some more, but since I did an unboxing of my new binders and stuff, I wanted to show you how I organized it. So I got these binders and the envelopes with the zippers I got from Temu, yes. Let me get this stuff out of here because it has personal information on it. And then I got the envelopes that don't have zippers on Amazon. I will try to link them below in the description if you're interested in buying those. So this binder, I was originally wanting it as my wallet, but I was confused at first about the difference between the A6 and the A7 size, no, A5 size. This is an A5 size, and the holes are different compared to the A6, A7. All of my envelopes are an A6 size. So I ended up turning this into this is where I'm gonna print all of my budgeting sheets and stuff. And then this envelope I already had from a different, it had holes in a different size. I don't even know what size it was, but I made new holes so that it would fit inside this A5 size. I went ahead and started making my own basic like trackers, bill sheets, sinking funds, debts, savings and stuff, but I have been editing as I go. So this is no longer my wallet. It is now my budgeting sheet, which I love it. I love it that it's black. I love it that there's a zipper on it, and then the zipper is gold, and it makes me feel fun. So that's my budgeting notebook. Now this notebook I got from a thrift store, and it was basically brand new. I turned this into like extra storage and stuff. My binders came with these budget sheets. Well, one of the binders came with these budget sheets. These binders that, even though I found it on Temu, these I think are the exact same thing that you can find on Amazon. I don't know if I'll use these budget sheets, but I'm not a fan of the colored ones, but I might use the black ones. I don't know quite how I'll use those yet. And then this binder at the thrift store came with these sheets. And these I cut down from they're actually business card holder slots that I cut down and put punched holes in. Let me get this open. To fit this is also the A5 size. So I manually went through and punched the holes because I wanted to get a hole puncher to be able to do A5 or A6, but I've discovered that they're separate hole punchers. I can't find, I don't think it's possible, or it doesn't exist, to find one hole puncher that will punch different sizes of holes. If you guys know of anything, leave me a comment. But so this is my long-term savings challenge that I put together myself for like those binders that say 100 envelope savings challenge that maybe comes with a binder and sheets inside. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm making my own. This one comes with 114. So my total by the end, if I fill this all up, will be $6,555. So that's that notebook. And of course, I have not started any savings challenges yet. Now my cash envelopes notebooks. These are magnetic clasps. Again, I got them on Temu, but these are the $5.99 ones. I think they're like $5 to $7, $8 on Amazon. That they're basic. I like it that it's magnetic, but when I start stuffing, I wonder if a clasp will hold better, but for now it's fine. So in my first binder, I am calling this my wallet slash savings. Along with getting more envelopes, I want to get a few more binders, but until that can happen, I'll have to save up for it. Until that can happen, I've separated this wallet one into, these are the categories that we spend every week. And I put in the back, I put, if I start to do small savings challenges slash just things in my savings categories. So I'll get to that. So first, weekly spending wallet, gas, and that's self-explanatory. Food, this is groceries. Miscellaneous, I am keeping open if I go out of budget or over budget anywhere, or if we have like an emergency expense and we need extra money that we've run out in another category, we're gonna pull it out of here. Coffee, I think it's so funny that all the other cash budgeters on YouTube, like everyone has, almost everyone, it's very common for everyone to have like their own category for coffee. I just think it's kind of funny. But instead of like combining it in with food, I don't know. So my husband and I do like, usually on the weekends, we like going out for coffee, or he likes when I sleep in a day and he has the day off, he likes going out to get me a coffee instead of making it. It's just a little treat. Sometimes it just feels nice to have someone else make your coffee. Sometimes it tastes better because someone else made your coffee. Yeah, so it's not going to be a giant fund, but usually like one coffee for him, one coffee for me per week is usually a good thing to do. Duke, this is our dog. He's a chocolate lab. He's actually my husband's hunting dog. He's a trained bird dog. This I am using for not only his food and like other treatments that he needs. Like, he's a chocolate lab, so he has ear problems sometimes, like yeast infections. I am learning all about, ever since I got with my husband, ever since we met, I've been learning, like, I didn't really grow up with pets. I don't like pets, like having my own pet. I mean, when I was growing up, we had a cat, but cats are different than dogs. So labs, I've learned that they have problems with yeast infections in their ears because so much moisture gets trapped inside their ears. So like we have to buy this solution to put in his ears sometimes. He also needs to go to the vet and get his new shots soon. So that I'm lumping all in this for him. Oh, and this is also going towards he needs to get washed regularly. If we take him to a groomer. But we found there's a Tractor Supply store. That's a chain store that I've seen throughout the country. But Tractor Supply, in the back of the store, we found has a dog wash that you can pay $10 and use their facility to wash your dog, so that we don't have to like deal with a hose and doing it outside. It's all there. So that's we're going to put $10 to go and get him regular washes because he's stanky. And he gets stinky. Kezia spending money. This is just miscellaneous spending money that we can roll over week to week. Same thing for Matt, spending money for him. My extra spending money will probably go towards things like little craft projects, or like now that I'm getting like, it'll probably go towards like getting new envelopes and binders for the time being, because now that I've discovered cash envelope stuffing, like budgeting, it's making me really excited and it's really fun for me to do. So right now, this is my crafting project. For Matt, usually his extra spending money comes when he wants to, like, usually food or beverages is what he spends his extra money on. But sometimes he likes getting like a thing of flowers for me. A bouquet of flowers, which is really sweet of him. Eating out, we do like to try new restaurants. And like I've said in previous videos, we are in a new town. We've done like a cross-country move, and there's lots for us to explore in the city. And Matt has lived in the city before, but I have not. And so a couple weeks ago when we first got here, we went out to this really cute, like it was bougie hipster brunch place downtown, and it was really good. It was a little pricey, but we want to keep exploring. There's a lot more restaurants to explore around here, so we want a regular fund for eating out. Personal care. I labeled this personal care because, okay, I got these 2 sheets of labels that most of them I did not use the labels, but I put personal care here for me because I am due for some more skincare, and I think that's it. Like just regular skincare stuff I'm running super low on. So next is savings challenges that I will probably normally, like in a cash stuffing video, I'll stuff these first, and then the savings, I'll stuff them last. So these are long-term savings. That's what I forgot to write down. I'm going to make, most of them are of my placeholders and stuff. Long-term savings, and they're not challenges. They're just long-term savings. Savings challenges are going to be in a different category. Like these are all my placeholders. That's another thing that I'm going to gradually, I want all of these to match. And I think what I'm going to do is, since I do have a LaserJet printer, I'm going to buy a pack of vellum and experiment with making my own. Because I think what I'd like to happen is I printed these off on cardstock for the time being. Oh, damn it. I wrinkled it. I experimented and found the exact width. I like them the height of the bill, pretty much the height of the bill, but I like my labels or my placeholders to be the exact size and to fit snug in the envelope itself. And then I would put cash behind it. And then I also have I started a cash tracker, but then we had to pay a bunch of money to get into the apartment. So I just have to start all over from scratch. But our goal is to see where we are in 2 years, but we want to buy a plot of land to build our own house on. This is another placeholder that I need an envelope for. Mom, we need to pay her back for helping us pay for our wedding. Savings. This savings envelope I am putting together for, my husband has 4 grandkids, and I want to start a savings account for them. So I'm going to put for the time being until I get new envelopes, I guess, I'm going to put all of the money that we save for them in here to put in their savings account. That I haven't even figured out. When I get to a point where I get enough money to put it back into the bank, I don't even know how I'm going to organize that. I'll deal with that later. Rent. This rent envelope, I want to be a month ahead on rent eventually. Don't know how long that's probably going to take us a while. I don't know. We'll see how we go, but I want to be, we have, both me and my husband have always been paycheck to paycheck, pretty much. And I've never been ahead on anything. And I don't think he's ever been ahead on anything either. So that's something that I would like to do. Also paying 6 months ahead on renter's insurance and 6 months ahead on car insurance. Right now it's our truck. The renter's insurance, I think, is only $110 to pay 6 months ahead. And I don't know how much the truck insurance 6 months ahead is going to be yet, but I will get to that. Next binder are the high priority. So I'm labeling this as short-term high priority. Short-term high priority sinking. I think I've had to learn all of these sinking funds terms. I've had to learn all these terms. And I think a sinking fund is something you can save up for that's used on a regular basis, or I don't know. I guess it's just whatever works. So I'm just labeling this. It's a short-term high priority funds that we need to save up for that we spend on a regular basis. Like regular basis, I'm going to say throughout the year. Like my wallet, that's a high priority, but that's what we spend in a week. So I don't know. I might be overthinking it. Okay. So gifts. Gifts is a huge category that has several, again, I need more. I'm only lumping it into this one envelope for now because I would need I think 12 envelopes we're saving up for gifts to give to family members and friends. So I'm just lumping it in this one for now until I get more envelopes. Kezia haircut. I'm due for a haircut. That's why it's in high priority. Matt's haircut, I think, is in low priority for now. I haven't had a haircut in, I don't know, 2 years almost. And it's just getting a little bit too long. I have very thick hair. And once it gets to a point, it just gets too heavy on my head. And it's also like it insulates my face. And I'm always pulling it back, but then when I pull it back, that gives me headaches because it pulls on my forehead when it's pulled back. Anyway, it's a whole thing. We're also we're in a new town though, so I have to find a new hairdresser, and that can be kind of stressful. I don't know. I'll just save up for it for the time being until I'm ready to do it. Supplements. I put green powder in my green smoothies every day, and this is also for our vitamins and stuff that we get. And we get it every, I think 3 months. We can replenish every 3 months. We usually have that much supply for that. Eggs we get from my husband's uncle. He's got 20 chickens, and I'm putting money in here, even though he doesn't like taking cash from us. He just likes giving them to us, but what he will take is a bag of chicken feed. So I am saving up to buy a bag of chicken feed, and I think the last one that we bought for him was around $25. So that's a steal for farm fresh eggs. And he usually gives us 5 or 6 dozen at a time. This last week he gave us 6 dozen. And then my husband's going to see him again this next weekend, so he'll probably give us 5 or 6 dozen more. Beauty. Beauty is the category for me to get my nails done. I've always wanted to, I like just basic manicures, like cuticle care. I also have really dry skin, and I would like a regular manicure. I don't get into press-on nails or any acrylic nails or even nail polish, but I would love just a basic mani-pedi. That would be awesome if I had a regular fund for that. Eye care. I'm in desperate need of a new eye exam and a new pair of glasses and some more contacts. I was able to be added to my husband's eye insurance, so that will help with that fund. I have a really high prescription, and so glasses for me, it's not the frames that are expensive, it's the lenses. And I'm gonna say it's gonna be around maybe $425 for glasses. Sometimes I can get them a little bit the frame's a little bit cheaper, maybe bring it down $100. I don't know if I'll have enough for contacts, because the contacts is for 6 months. I can get for maybe $100 for 6 months. But we'll see. I just need to start with an eye exam. Clothing, Kezia clothing. The next clothing item that I would like is some more panties. And I found the kind that I like. I think for a pack of 5 of them, they're about $35, $40. So, that's the next clothing item I'm saving up for. I was printing on the back of a mistake, since all of these are really placeholders anyway. Tools. My husband has to provide his own tools for his job. His tools get very expensive. He told me that he would I said, what is a good amount that's not too much, but not too little, for a monthly amount for you to be able to go on his little shopping sprees of getting his tools. His favorite store is Harbor Freight. That's his Harbor Freight is equivalent to like my going to the Dollar Tree or going to like a craft store or something, or like or like going to a Target. I'm kind of bummed that we don't have a Target here in this town. Like, but maybe it's a good thing. But anyway, so tools every month, I'm gonna save up $200 for him to buy his tools, because when he does need to buy a new tool for work, it could easily be $800 purchase for one tool. So that's an important fund to have. Mini holiday. The next mini holiday we want to take is going to the Hot Lakes. They're called the Hot Lakes. It's a couple hour drive from us. And it's a hot springs that's attached to an old building that used to be it's now a boutique hotel, but it used to be what is it called? Like a mental institution, like back in the turn of the century, like late 1800s, early 1900s. People say that it's haunted. I have not experienced any ghostly sightings or weird phenomenon, but someone bought it and renovated it, and it's really cute now. You can pay $20 to just go into the hot pools, the springs, or their rooms to stay the night, I think, are around like $200 to $300 a night. So maybe we might save up to stay a night, stay a weekend, and have some pool time, hot springs times. Household, I'm putting this in high priority for right now because we just moved. We have no furniture. We were previously living in our RV, and RVs obviously have built-in beds, built-in couches, seating. The first thing we want to buy is a bed, a mattress. And name change. I have not changed my name quite yet since we got married in January, beginning of the year. I haven't done it yet simply because we've been moving. Like the last several months have been packing up and then moving again. And now we finally got to this apartment. So that's going to be on my list of things to do. And this will I tried looking up like the documents, like filling out the documents, if they cost anything to file to change your name. I don't think that they cost the filing themselves don't, but like if I have to manually like mail something, that's going to cost money, and it's going to have private information in it. So I might have to do like that priority envelope sign for the package shipping, which I know is around $10. Hunting. My husband loves to hunt. He has not done it for a while. He also loves to fish. So he is due for hunting license, fishing license. He also wanted to get it for me too. I have never hunted. I fished once. Our first date that we went on, my husband and I, he taught me how to fish. And it was only because it was, we were in Idaho is where we met. And they had a free fishing day. So on a free fishing day, no one has to have a license. Anybody can fish. So we'd like to pay for hunting and fishing license and attorney fees. What we'll owe our attorney pretty soon. Next, and this is the last one, is our low priority. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the high priority. I labeled it, what was it? Short term. Yeah, short term, low priority sinking. Short term, low priority sinking funds. And I have learned that these are called dashboards. I want to make cuter dashboards too, or maybe buy some cute dashboards. There's so many of you online on YouTube who have your little Etsy shop, or website, and you guys people make some of the cutest stuff. So first one is birthdays. This is birthdays for me, my birthday, my husband's birthday, but also any other birthday that we want to give a gift for a family or a friend. Birthday fund. My husband loves giving birthday gifts. Date night. Most of our date nights will probably be, at least for the time being, until we have more time, free time to explore, they'll probably come out of our eat out fund. So that's why I put the date night in the low priority. Anniversary is in January, so we have all year to, or well, most half, a little more than half the year to save up for that, to do something fun. Matt self-care and Kezia self-care. This is for like shampoo, toothpaste, body wash, stuff like that. I usually buy the stuff in bulk or like in a 2 or 3 pack so that we have enough to save, we have enough to use for usually at least like 6 months. So we'll have time to save up for that. Matt hair. I usually cut his hair and his beard. I'm not the best at cutting beards. Like, I kind of make do, and I think I do pretty good for not having ever to cut beards before in my life. But all we do, like, I just shave his head, and then the beard cutting is the hard part. He used to go to a barber that is no longer there, and so we're gonna have to find a new barber to do, like, I'll cut his hair to like maintain, and then when it gets a little bit too long or a little bit too scraggly, I'm gonna take him to a barber. Matt clothing. My husband doesn't buy clothing very often. We don't need to replenish his clothing very often. He just wears, for work, he has a uniform. So that's during the week. And then he really only wears his own clothes on the weekends. So he doesn't use a lot, or doesn't need a whole lot of new clothing very much. Car wash. We used to have a subscription to car wash. But now we canceled that and then we moved. And I don't know if I'll do a subscription again, but there's more manual car washes here than we were used to before we moved. So, but I do like to keep, I need I need a car that's clean. Masterclass. I have been wanting to get a subscription to masterclass.com. It's that online thing that you learn from celebrities of how to do random stuff, celebrities and like people who are top in their field, like learn how to garden, learn how to do gymnastics, learn how to act, learn how to lots of different topics and stuff. It's $120 regular price for a year subscription. I want to save up to pay for a full year. I don't want to do the monthly. So, but every once in a while, or not every once in a while, like they seem to like always kind of, every time I look at their I look back at their website, there's always a special where they, like right now, you can get a year, instead of $120, you can get a year for like $90. So I'm sure I'll just save $120 just in case. Medical, this is for anything medical, if we need any medication, if we have to like pay for blood work or whatever, or go to a clinic or something, that's for that. Truck maintenance. I'm lucky that my husband is a diesel mechanic. He can pretty much fix anything, and he doesn't mind working on the truck if it needs something fixed, but there are some items that either he doesn't want to do, like he hates tires. So we take our cars into Les Schwab so that he doesn't have to deal with anything to do with the tires, rotating the tires, balancing the tires, replacing the tires. Like that's like one big thing. Like we just got all 4 new tires because the spare had a giant nail in it, and then another tire got flat. I think the second tire got a nail in it. And then all of the tires also had bad tread on it. So we just replaced all 4. But for a truck, we also got it was like a $1,400 purchase. It's just like a little bit of a yikes. But my husband's has had an account with Les Schwab. They're really nice, and so we're paying them back. We're paying them back for those tires. But usually regular maintenance, We usually only have to pay for the part. And then my husband usually does the labor, which the labor is the expensive part. So truck registration, we're lucky. We're in Oregon. Registration for cars is once every 2 years, which is really nice. Same thing with his business license. He used to do side work. He now works for a big company, but he used to, with his side, we just renewed his business license, which is once every 2 years. And we don't know if he'll go back to side work soon, within the next 2 years maybe, but we just kept it active just in case, because it's much harder to get it back if you have let it deactivate versus just keeping it active. And then taxes. I run a small publishing company that I just started recently that's not making too much. It's online publishing. I'm writing my own books, publishing online myself, my own novels, and just in case I need to save up for taxes, because I would need to save up for taxes when I start making that money. Okay, and that is it. That's my new binder setup. That's my explaining my cash envelope categories. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous day.